Hello, welcome back again to the Michaels. We appreciate your feedback in the last edition, and we got a lot of questions from your feedback in the last edition. And today we'll be treating one of those questions. The question said, is it right for a jobless man to ask his wife to quit her job? Sweetheart, what do you have to say about this?
Can I laugh a bit?
Of course.
We got this question and I laughed for a while. But it's a tangible question because some persons are going through it actually.
Yeah.
Is it right for a jobless man to ask his woman to quit her job? Now, to answer this question, you must understand the context of their relationship.
Okay.
And there are only two kinds of relationship where we can treat this question in context. Number one is in a situation where the man and the woman are in a dating or courting relationship.
Okay.
And the second one is when they are married, when they are in marriage.
Okay.
Then we'll start with dating and courtship.
All right.
The first thing as a woman you need to understand is that in dating and courtship, the man does not have authority over you.
Okay.
You are getting to know yourself in that relationship. You are not submitting yourself in that relationship. When you are dating a man, it doesn't mean he has authority over you. Your father is still the authority over you. So he can't ask you to quit your job. For whatever reason it may be, he shouldn't ask you to quit your job. In dating and in courtship, you are getting to know yourself. You're getting to understand yourselves.
Okay.
So it's not a relationship where you begin to put demands on one another, where you begin to ask people to give up that which is important to them.
Okay.
And this is a red flag for most ladies. If you're in any relationship where your man is asking you to quit your job, then it's a sign for you to step out. You have not married him, he wants you to quit your job. Please step out. It's a red flag.
Okay.
For your mental, your emotional, and your physical well-being, please leave that relationship. That's in courtship. A man does not have that authority to tell a woman quit your job. You are still courting her. You are not her father.
Okay.
There is no commitment in that relationship. There is no consummation or any form of anything. That's that. But in the context of marriage,
Okay.
you must understand that scripture demands that a wife submits to her husband.
Okay.
When you are courting or you are in a relationship, you are probably boyfriend and girlfriend or your fiance and fiancé and that.
Okay.
That one is not in script. That one has nothing to do with submission. But in marriage, a woman is required to submit to her husband. So in marriage, peradventure you encounter that whatever may have cost it, and your husband that is jobless is asking you to quit your job. There are some steps you should take. Number one, try to reason with him. If he insists, number two, you go and get persons you know he answers to or that he respects, and get them to talk to him. If he insists you quit your job, even after persons that he respects or responds to or submits to have instructed him to allow you continue your job, and he keeps insisting, then you will have to quit that job because he's your husband, he's the authority over your life. Scripture says, Ephesians 5 from verse 22 to 25, it was saying, husband loves your wife, even as Christ loved the church and gave himself for her. But wives, submit to your husband.
Okay.
So submission is required of you. That is why before you marry, you must know the kind of person you are marrying. Before you marry, you must do your best to look into that person, discover the red flags, discover the things, and work on it before you enter into marriage.
Okay.
Because this situation, once you are in marriage and he lays that demand, you are mandated to submit. The only way out is for you to leave the marriage, which is not advisable. But before we conclude or come to this conclusion, we should also ask ourselves, in what scenario or what would warrant a jobless man to ask his wife to quit her job? Nothing happens just like that. Something makes another thing happen. So that's what we'll be treating in the next episode.
Okay.
Don't stop following.
Mm.
We'll be coming with you with that in the next episode. What makes a man, a jobless man, ask his wife to quit her job?